What's up everybody, Mike here with Trail 7. Today's a really exciting day to be here because today we're finally able to bring to you something that we've been working on for the past couple of months. What are these? These are Trail 7's plug and play speaker pods for your Bronco. These house a 6.5 inch speaker, and what's so cool about these things, besides we've been working on them for the past couple of months, they must be cool. They're easy to install, they're going to come preloaded, and you're going to have a couple of different options, whether you have a 2-door or a 4-door, and the 4 doors also fit the Bronco Raptor, which is what we're going to show you how to install in here today. The 4-door Bronco Raptor pods, we're going to fit the same way as a 4-door, and are also going to fit and install the same as a 2-door does. So let me show you what we've done on our design here to make these such an easy install and to make these a great pod upgrade for your Bronco. For one, if you do purchase these empty, we're going to have that option. They're going to come with a piece of the SoundSkin sound deadening, and that's for you to apply to the inside of the pod. They'll also come with a little piece of, or puff of polyfill here for you to put as well inside there. The ease of mounting, this has a thin piece here that's going to use the factory bolt, and it's going to mount to the side of the roll bar. What's also really neat is that these have inset rivets, so with the provided hardware, these are just going to bolt right into the factory location, which makes that cool because we can send these to you fully loaded. So as you see a couple of different speaker options here, whichever speaker you choose, this is going to come with the sound deadening already applied to the inside, with the polyfill already on the inside, with the speaker attached and closed, with the connector already attached. So as you see it is how you'll get it. You'll simply remove your factory pod, install this pod, and poof, just like that, you have a 6.5 inch speaker upgrade in your Bronco. So with that said, we're going to show you how easy these are to install into your Bronco, but before, I'm going to list a couple of very simple tools, and literally there's 3 or 4 tools that you need, and I'll list those right here for you. So with that said, let's go ahead and show you how easy these pods are to install into your Bronco. But first, we're going to remove the hardtop on this one here. It's not 100% necessary that you do. Yes, it will definitely be easier. With the soft top, you don't need to. There's enough clearance there, but the hardtop is a little close to that rear roll bar to be able to get those bolts. If you have small hands and this very small wrench, you could probably get in there. So we're going to take the top off, but something also neat we're going to show is our friends over at Easy 4x4, their lift system and flip top system for the Bronco. There's a flip top system and rack. The top flips back, it slides onto the back rack area there, and with their hardtop remover, we're going to crank this up and get it off. Show you how easy this is to get off with just one person. So let's go ahead and get this hardtop off and these pods installed. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and remove this factory pod first. Obviously, we have the top off. Thank you, Easy 4x4. Your system is great. I love it. So let's remove this factory pod. We're going to pop this grill off, the front cover. We're just going to pull it straight out. You don't have to remove the speaker. The factory speaker connector is attached to the pod on the top underneath this grill. So you're going to remove the grill, disconnect the factory connector. Then there are 3 bolts to remove, 1 on the side here and 2 on the top. And that's using the T30 Torx bit. So let's go ahead and get this cover off and get this factory pod out of here so we can get our new Trail 7 6.5 inch speaker pod installed. All right, we're going to move this grill. The factory connector is attached up here. We're going to disconnect that, and then we're going to remove this bolt over here. So let's do this first. The grill just pops right out. Just pull it towards you. Careful, these little tabs. They can break off. Not like you're going to need this again because you're putting a bigger, better speaker pod in there. Okay. This is the factory connector that's going to come off. It's just, you can pop this right off this little clip here. And then push the little button in there, little tab. Now let's get this bolt off here. This is the T30 Torx bit. And we're going to reuse this for the new pods. So you're going to remove these 2 factory bolts right here, and then this pod is just going to drop right down. So hold your hand underneath it. We're not going to reuse these. The new pods have new bolts to put in. there's a little pin on the side here that's holding this into the side of the roll bar. It's a little plastic plug that's pulled in there, so it won't just drop right down. You have to pull it out from the side. Now the factory pod is out, we're going to go ahead and install our new replacement pod. Just note the 4-door also fits the Raptor, so it's the same pod for that. And the installation is the same whether it's the 4-door, the Raptor, or the 2-door. Just to note, with this bar here, there is a little bit of maneuvering with the pod, so I would recommend loosening this bolt here, or loosening this bracket. Just loosen these 2 bolts, that way you can kind of shimmy this bracket around a little bit to match up with the holes that are on the pod. It'll help out with the install. You don't need to take it off. Just want to loosen it, that way you can kind of finagle it around if you need to. So now you're going to want to attach the connector first. Once the connector is installed, I'm going to try to push the connector into the bar as much as possible here. And then you're going to align the connector where it's on the left side or on the roll bar side of the pod. And again, since this is the Raptor, to finagle this, stick this end up through the slot. And then once you can lower that, then you can just pop this right into place. You can move the connector out of the way. And now with this bracket loose, line up the holes with the provided 8mm bolts. So once the pod is in, again with the Raptor bar is a little tight, but it definitely fits. Leave this bracket loose and then go ahead and put this side bolt in. After that's in, then come back up here and tighten this bracket down. So now we're going to move around and put that side bolt in. So you have to look in there, line the hole up with the factory spot using the factory bolt. Now this one you can go ahead and tighten down. There you go. Doesn't need to be super tight, right? You saw there wasn't much strength put into that. Now we can go up top and tighten down the 4 bolts, the 2 factory T30 and the 2 hardware provided with the pod, the 8mm. 2 factory bolts first. Now the 2 provided 8mm. There you go. No need to over tighten these. You don't want to strip out the rivet that's on the inside. All right, so this side is done. We're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. It's literally same process. Remove the grill, remove the connector, remove the T30 side bolt from the factory pod, remove the two T30 bolts from the top. And again, since this is the Raptor, we do have to maneuver the pod around. The non-Raptor edition, the regular 4-door, the installation, you don't have to try to maneuver around this bar here. You don't have it. It's just simply attach it to the side, install the bolts, mount them down inside the side bolt. Right, same exact process except for not having to maneuver. The 2-door is the same exact process as that. There isn't a bar here to navigate around, so it's the same install. Factory, bolts on the side, super easy. So let's go ahead and get this other side done real quick. All right, so that concludes the installation of our Trail 7 plug-and-play rear speaker pods with the 6.5-inch speaker into your Bronco. Hope you enjoyed that video and saw how easy that was to install. We're going to offer these pods empty so you can load your own speaker in there. We're going to offer them with a number of different speaker brands and offerings. We're also going to swap these pods and add them into our full speaker bundles or our full audio system bundles. So this will be the pod of choice. If you'd like to pick up your pod or your bundle, please visit us today at www.trail7.com. Until next time, we'll see you out there.